Que lo que? Espero que estén bien ustedes. Hope everybody's doing well. Today, I want to be explaining the differences between por y para. So in English, they both actually translate to mean for, F-O-R. And they have some similarities, but they are extremely different. So I'll break that down. Let's start with por, P-O-R. So the first thing that makes por different is doing something on behalf of someone else. For instance, let's say your friend forgot to do their homework. And you said, all right, give me like $5 or $10 and I'll do the homework for you and I'll turn it in. So you're doing the homework on that person's behalf in that instance. So the example would be like this. Sally se le olvidó hacer la tarea. Por eso lo hizo por ella. Por eso lo hizo por ella. I did it for her. I did it on her behalf. The second use of por is something happening for this reason. And I kind of touched on it when I said por eso, but here's an example of that, something happening for this reason. Jim se le olvidó encerrar la puerta de su casa, por eso alguien le robó todo. Jim forgot to lock the door to his house. For that reason, somebody broke in and stole everything. So something happening for this reason. And the third one is a little bit ambiguous, but it is por is used for expressions / filters. And so an example with this would be, ¿me podría pasar un lápiz? Oye, ya tengo uno, por supuesto. Por supuesto, of course, of course. And another one could be, le golpeó, por lo tanto, se alejaron. Or, bebí mucho agua, por lo tanto, me sentía bien. And so the fourth use of por is asking why. So, ¿por qué? Why? ¿Por qué me hablaste así? ¿Por qué lo hiciste así? ¿Por qué lo borramos? No quiero. ¿Por qué? Right? And so those are the four. There's a lot of uses, like probably dozens and dozens that I won't cover, but those are some of the primary uses when you get in conversations or maybe you read a book or you see Spanish in general. Y eso me trae a la palabra para. That brings me to the word para. Transicionamos. So some of the uses of para, the first one, three main uses. The first one is a conditional event. And so what I mean by that is similar to por, it's one thing has to happen in order for another event to happen, right? And so I'll give you an example. Yo estaba jugando baloncesto y se le pasé la pelota a mi compañero de equipo para que lo tirara. ¿Para qué? ¿Para qué? It's one thing happens, so another thing can happen. I was playing basketball and I passed it to my teammate so he could shoot it. So that he can. I passed it so that he can do the thing of shooting the ball. And so the second reason is when you want to say something, when somebody wants to say something from their perspective, or you want to say something from a certain perspective. And so what I mean is, so in English we say, okay, for me that was confusing. We might say something like that. Or for him that made sense, but for me, I had a couple questions. So in Spanish, it's, para mí fue complicado. Para mí fue complicado. Para él tuvo sentido. You know, things like that. The third reason, also similar to por, but a little bit different. Para can be used to ask why. You can ask why, but it's a more formal way. So you say, ¿para qué? So an example would be, ¿para qué lo empujas? Debe jalarse. For what reason are you pushing it? You should pull it. Like, for what reason? You know, it's a more formal way. But yeah, that concludes this video. Like I said, there are, for both por and para respectively, there are probably dozens of uses. I just went through some of the main uses of the words. So that's it. Make sure you share this video so that everybody can learn as much as they can about Spanish so we can, you feel what I'm saying? Break that language barrier, one video at a time, one day at a time. Subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment of what you want to see next or any feedback. And hasta el próximo. Ciao.